In this next video, we're going to be talking about percentiles, deciles, and quartiles. These are measurements of where my data is within the total. So we have already seen position, central tendency, dispersion, and form. In position, which is what we're talking about today, is where we're going to see how I can divide a set of ordered data. So this is called a relative standing measure because we are comparing ourselves to all of the data that we have. So a quantile of order alpha, and alpha would be percentiles or deciles or quartiles. It is how much of the variable has accumulated below it. So if you are in the 17th percentile, it means that 70% of the population is below you and only 30% is above you. So for example, if you are in the 70% earning range, it means that 70% below you, 70% of the population are below you in earnings. So they are earning less than you. And 30% of the population of interest is earning more than you. So we have percentiles, quartiles, and deciles. And that is what its name says. A percentile, it divides the population in 100. A quartile divides the population in 4, and a decile divides the population in 10. So for example, in the percentile, the median, of course, because it's the midpoint, is also percentile 50. So percentile 15 means that 15% of the observations are below, and after comes 85% of the observations. In quartiles, we have our first quartile is also percentage 25. So 25%, if we split it up, this is 100%. So quartiles are going to be like this, right? So I have here Q1, which is 25%. I have here Q2, which is 50%. I have Q3, which is 75%. And then I have Q4, which is 100%. In deciles, I'm splitting it up in tenths. So 10% D1, which be 10% of the data are below, and 90% of the data are above your observations. Here we can see the formulas of position for each of them. This is position because then we're going to look at it in our set of data. If you see percentiles are divided over 100, quartiles are divided over 4, and deciles are divided over 10. Do not forget, this is position. For example, it says 5% of newborns have very low weight. What weight is considered low? Here, my graph is showing me the percentile 5. So if it's showing me percentile 5, that means that this one is my below. And that means that all of the other babies, 95% of the babies are weighting that. So what weight is considered low? So I can look over here at my weights. This is 1 kilogram. This is the middle one, so this would be 1.5 kilograms. So most likely I can approximate that what weight is considered low. So a weight below 1.75 kilograms is considered low. Then it says, what range of weight do 25% of the population have? So let's see the graph. Here I have 75, P75, so 75 percentile. So it says, what range of weight do 25% of the population have? Here I know this is 75% of the population, and the other one is the 25. So if they're asking me about the 25% of the population, that means that I'm going from a weight from here all the way to here. So I can see here, approximately, I could say that 25% of the population are between 66 to 85 kilograms. And 75% of the population are below 66 kilograms. So it says cholesterol levels are distributed symmetrically in the population. Let's suppose that the extreme levels are considered pathological. 90% of the individuals are considered to have normal levels of cholesterol. What is the range of cholesterol level that is considered normal? So in this case, we're talking about not having a lot of cholesterol, but we do need to have a healthy amount of cholesterol. So it says 90% of the population are considered normal. So let's see. If I have percentile 5 here and percentile 95 over here, that means that this percentile in the middle is talking about 90% of my population. So the cholesterol levels that I have to be considered in a normal range are between 190 and 250 milligrams of cholesterol.